What's going on, guys? It's Rocco here, back with another video. My hair is all messed up, but in today's video I'm going to talk about why men only option in dating market is to approach women. Now, unless you're somebody who is getting results through Instagram and dating apps, this doesn't really apply to you, but still then this can apply to you regardless, because specifically talking to men here, men's dating right now in the dating market is so bad, especially when it comes to dating apps. And I say that because, I mean, you can just look at the statistics. Only like top 1% of men in dating apps actually get dates and actually get hookups, rather versus other people who are down below. They're literally just stuck all the way in the bottom of the pit, never being seen on the algorithm on these dating apps. And it basically just hurts your self-esteem. And I've learned the more success I got in conversations and, talking to more women, or, getting more numbers, is literally just approaching women. And the thing about that is men have to approach women because just basically how we're wired as human beings, especially male and female. Male is almost like the predators when it comes to the real world, and women are the prey. Women never ever, unless you're like have high status or very, very good looking, like a model like Michael B. Jordan or Brad Pitt, then they'll probably approach you. But 9 times out of 10, I even talked to a lot of my friends, most of the time it's men doing the approaching, men making the first move. And you will see a lot of people on YouTube who, regret going out to women, or, not approaching their crush or not making the first move. Because if they don't, nothing's going to change. And that person you probably want, somebody else is going to want that chick. Let's be real. Like, if you like a girl, 9 times out of 10, there's other people who like her. And other people who are willing to approach her, get with her, and basically just get what you want, in most of the case. So what I see in the most success is literally, people can call it pickup, like a pickup artist, or just kind of just approaching women for the fun of it. Or like they have this like idea in their head where it's like a pickup artist, where you're kind of like tricking, or kind of just tricking a girl to sleep with you, or tricking her to do something for you. And that's not really what it's about. It's more about putting yourself out there. Because what I realize most of the time, if you don't really do anything about your situation, you're somebody who stays in the house all day and doesn't put themselves out there, like, nothing's gonna change. Sure, you might go on dating apps, you might meet someone on Instagram, you might be, in your social circle, or might be in a forced situation. You ever seen those movies or video clips of, a guy, he has his books and he bumps into the girl, and then the books fall, and then they touch hands and then live happily ever after? Yeah, usually that never happens. Even if it does, like, there's a chance you might not even, continue the conversation. And when you have that innate ability to go out and just say, fuck it, I'm gonna approach her no matter what, then your dating life will be 100% more better. And I realized this too, in my junior year of high school. I had literally zero connections to women. Like, I had zero friends when it came to women. I was only talking to guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, there were some, classmate women, but I never really found them attractive. And I knew, I was the type of guy, if I didn't get out there and put myself out there, I was never gonna get any dating success. And the more I approached women and went out and got what I wanted, or basically, went for what I wanted, I was having more conversations, I was having more, lady friends, I was getting more numbers. Sure, it might not be the best results I wanted, but I was actually moving somewhere. I was actually having progress. And, you know, a lot of people will say, you know, oh, you shouldn't focus on women, or you shouldn't, all you should just stick to dating apps, you know, you shouldn't bother women. But like in every history, in the beginning of time, the way people made friends, made girlfriends, or just made a connection was literally just by going up to approaching women. Now in today's world, you can just go on dating apps, or you can just lock yourself in a room and don't have to interact with people to get what you want. I mean, we got Uber, we got dating apps, we have remote jobs. Literally, you can literally stay in your room and survive until you die. And, you know, it's even, you know, out there in the public, like statistics that, you know, men or women are having less sex, they're having less partners, they're having less friends, they're having less connections, a lot less relationships. Everything's more moving online. We have, you know, virtual reality. People are meeting themselves through like long distance relationships. And if you're the average guy, you're not gonna have that much to dating success online if you're the average guy. Sure, you know, I know, you know, people, friends who literally have Instagram and they can just get hookups like that. But if you're not willing to go out, if you're an average man and you don't have the dating success and you're not willing to go out with women, you're probably not gonna have any dating success in all in life. Sure, you might get lucky, you might be, you know, you might have a social circle that benefits you, or you might be in a forced situation where, you know, maybe like a coworker likes you, or, you know, somebody actually approaches you. But from what I've seen, that barely works out, or barely happens. And why wait for someone to why wait for life to fix everything itself? Why can't you go out and get what you want? Because I mean, that's basically life as an average man. If you want something, if you want that job, you got to go out and get it. If you want that money, you got to go out and get it. If you want that girl, you want to go out and get it. I mean, my football coach told our football team, you know, is like 50 years of living, that if you want something in life, everybody wants what you want. And if you don't, you're gonna have to fight. He basically said you got to fight for everything. That girl you want, someone wants it. That position you want on the team, somebody wants it. That job you want, somebody wants it. That car you want, somebody wants it. And everything in life, you're gonna have to fight for what you want. Now, I'm not saying like, you know, fist fight, but, you know, at least, you know, put up a fight when it comes to areas in life. Not actually fist fighting, but, you know, competition, stuff like that. But I'm kind of going off on a ramble here. But yeah, I mean, that's basically just my take. More you go out and approach women, like just literally just go out. Maybe you see a girl from the grocery store. It doesn't have to be, you know, you go out in the mall or a college campus and just go out and approaching girls. I mean, you could do that. That's one way to get rid of approaching anxiety and putting yourself out there. But you can also, you know, when you're in situations like, you know, running errands like the grocery store, the gym, walking down the street, you know, converse with women and your dating success will be way better. Stay off dating apps unless it works for you. And yeah. Any concerns, any questions, leave it in the comments. Peace.